Hi, beloveds, and welcome to the first episode in 2025 of the Enlightened Podcast. I am your host, Luyanda Khumbuza. Yes, I said it, no longer Luyanda Duba, Luyanda Khumbuza. And I am so excited to be bringing you another season. We've got a few new changes. We've got a hot topic. We've got amazing guests. But first things first, I want to welcome you warmly back into our platform. I think season 4 was nothing short of amazing. And I think it's all thanks to you. Thank you so much for your support. And I do hope that the content that we do curate with you in mind is one that is helpful, because I think at the end of the day, the mandate is very clear. I want you to thrive in the organizations. I want you to be the employee, the leader, the supervisor that thrives, that brings value and helps other people in turn. Because I do believe that my mission is just to help you thrive and to lift as I rise. So today, we want to kickstart the year with a purpose. And I think that's the title for today's episode. But before we do that, I really think that it's important for us to actually clean shop. I have to announce the first thing is that we have got a new home. And for the first time ever, you get to see me. You see my face. You see my laugh. You see me drinking water, coffee, and everything. And that's because we're so happy to announce that we have grown. We have upgraded through your love and support. And we are now on YouTube. So please do subscribe. We are the same name. It's still the Enlightened Podcast. Just not with Luyanda Duma, but with Luyanda Khumbuza. But it's still the same girl. And the content, the caliber, the standard, everything is still the same. So we are super excited because I think a lot of you guys last year kept asking, are you on YouTube? I can't find you on YouTube. So yes, we are available on YouTube, Spotify, as well as Apple Podcast. So please do subscribe and share with a friend. Secondly, the theme for January/February is planning, goal setting, and workplace readiness. I think this was quite fitting for me as I planned for this in November last year. And I thought to myself, what are some of the worries that, job seekers and people in employment face during January? What are the stresses, whether it be financial, lack of goal setting, lack of clarity for the year? And I thought to myself, I think planning, goal setting, and getting you ready for the workplace are 3 big buzzwords in January and February. So between now and season 5, all the way till the end of February, we are going to be helping you get ready for work, plan, and goal set. Lastly, something that stays the same is that we do bring you seasoned and experienced guests that will guide you in your employment, guide you in your job seeking process, but also guide you on your personal journey. Beloveds, I think one thing for me that is very big, the buzzword for the year, is personal growth, right? If you don't commit and invest in yourself and grow yourself, it's very hard for you to grow in an organization, in your title, under your title, if you are not the best self first. So I want to work on you first before I work on Luyanda, the podcaster, Luyanda, the entrepreneur, Luyanda, the content creator. Let's work on us first so that in a ripple effect, everything that we do will sort of fall into place. So today's short episode is titled Kickstarting Your Year with a Purpose. And I wanted to be very intentional about what I say to you on this first episode, right? So let's first speak about why does purpose matter, right? I often refer to purpose as a personal compass, right? You know what a compass does? It gives you direction. So for me, that's what purpose is. So without my purpose, without my compass, I do not know who I am, where to go, who I become, and what I do, right? So what purpose does is that it keeps you focused, it keeps you aligned, and it keeps you motivated, which are 3 big things that will help you in achieving in any goal that you may have for yourself. So starting the year with that purpose ensures that your goal becomes more meaningful, it becomes easier to attain, but also your efforts become very much intentional. So quick questions to ask yourself before you get into goal planning to sort of reflect on 2024, going into 2025 is, what do I want to stand for in my career and in my life? So how you can do this is take one blank page, divide it in half. So what do you want to stand for in your personal capacity? right? And what do you want to stand for in your professional capacity, which may be your career. It could be a 9 to 5, it could be your business, it could be your side hustle, whatever the case may be, but you want to differentiate. And in differentiating, there has to be that alignment, or at the end, you want to bring that alignment so that you don't become one person working on two different things on the campus, right? So 3 key tips that I want to give you as we go into 2025 with the purpose. Tip number 1, reflect on your past year. I've given you the question to ask yourself. Without reflection, you are unable to know, what am I good at? What am I not? What can I do better? Simple method or strategy that I use is stop, start, continue. What do I need to stop doing that is not working? Start. What do I need to start doing in this new year that will work? Continue. What was I doing in the previous years that is working and I want to continue doing it, right? Stop, start, continue. So that's a quick way to also reflect on last year. Number 2, set your SMART goals. I'm taking you back to EMS days, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic or relevant, as well as timed. Your goals have to apply to these 5 key tips, because then it becomes irrelevant, right? You'll hear a lot in the next episode when I speak to Spusiso Molemi, who's going to be helping us on goal setting, how important it is for us to keep our goals SMART, right? So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant or realistic, as well as timed. Because what that allows you to do is that you are able to hold yourself accountable, or somebody else is able to do that for you. One of the big questions that I've gotten around, what is a SMART goal, right? So a SMART goal could be, so instead of saying that I want a promotion or I want more money, you could say, I want to position myself for a managerial role or a supervisory role by Q4 through consistent performance or networking, or through achieving all my deliverables, or achieving or aiming higher than my KPIs, right? So that is a SMART goal. So not only are you saying you want the promotion, but you are specific about what role that you want. You are specific by when and how you're going to do it. So that's the key. Then lastly, build habits, not resolutions, right? And I think the biggest thing going into this year for me was that I came to a realization that resolutions often fizzle out because they are not outcome focused, right? Whereas if you focus on building the habits that are necessary to sustain those goals, those will lead you to long-term change, right? So habits could be waking up early, not looking at your phone first thing in the morning, journaling, a gratitude journal, or waking up first with a prayer, or going to the gym in the morning, whatever those healthy habits may be for you that are going to take you closer and closer to your goal, those are the ones that you need to sort of employ and do more of. Lastly, bonus point, adopt a positive mindset. Because I think without you being positive, there's nothing actually that you can actually achieve. Tony Robbins once said in a quote, where your focus goes, energy flows. So start this year with focusing on what you want to achieve and not hold back, right? So focus on what you want to see grow. And I think with that being said, welcome to the Enlightened Podcast. Welcome to 2025. We're super excited to grow with you, to develop you, and hopefully help you realize your goals, especially around personal development as well as your career, right? So this week, I challenge you to identify one purposeful goal for yourself, even if it's just one. I know that people tend to get overwhelmed when they create vision boards and it's like 10,000 goals, but I implore you to just choose one goal and take that first step towards that goal, whether it be, being consistent, writing it down, thinking about it more often, spending 20 minutes in a day with it, whatever it is, do that for yourself. And secondly, don't miss Thursday's episode, because we're going to be diving in deep into what is required from a mindset perspective when it comes to goal setting. And this is the perfect discussion to have as we're about to wrap up January. So 2025 is yours for the taking. So let's make this year one to remember, where we also unlock our full potential and shine brighter than ever. My name is Luyanda Khumbuza, and this has been the Enlightened Podcast. Till next time.